Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy Mind Psychology. Picture this, it's Friday night, your phone is blowing up with invites, epic party tonight, you have to come. But deep down, you're already dreading it. The thought of loud music, drunk strangers, forced small talk, and fake smiles makes you want to disappear into your room with a book or your favorite show. You're not rude, you're not boring, you're not antisocial, you just hate parties. And guess what? You're not alone. Millions feel exactly the same way. But why? Why do so many people secretly despise social gatherings that everyone else seems to love? Today, we're uncovering the real psychological reasons behind this feeling. No judgment, just science and truth. If you've ever felt like the odd one out at a function, stick around. This video might just change how you see yourself forever. Let's dive in. Introversion is the #1 reason why parties feel like torture for so many people. Contrary to popular belief, introversion isn't about being shy or hating people. It's about how your brain processes energy and stimulation. Psychologists like Carl Jung first described introverts as people who gain energy from solitude and lose it in social environments. Extroverts, on the other hand, feel energized by external stimulation. Crowds, conversations, excitement. When an introvert steps into a loud party, their brain is hit with a tsunami of stimuli, blasting music, flashing lights, overlapping voices, strong smells, physical contact from strangers bumping into them. This overload activates the brain's reticular activating system, RAS, in a way that's exhausting for introverts. Research by Hans Eysenck shows that introverts have higher baseline cortical arousal, meaning their brains are already more active at rest. Adding more external noise pushes them past their optimal level, leading to fatigue, irritability, and a strong desire to escape. Think about it. An extrovert might arrive at a party and feel alive as the night goes on. An introvert might arrive feeling okay, but after 20-30 minutes, they feel drained, anxious, or even physically uncomfortable. This isn't laziness or rudeness, it's biology. Studies from the American Psychological Association show that introverts often prefer one-on-one or small group interactions because they allow deeper, less overwhelming conversations. Parties, with their superficial chit-chat and constant sensory input, simply don't provide that. Many introverts develop coping strategies, arriving late, leaving early, finding a quiet corner, or sticking to one or two trusted friends. But the pressure to be fun or loosen up makes it worse. Society labels them as boring or party poopers, which adds guilt on top of exhaustion. If you're an introvert, remember, your need for solitude isn't a flaw, it's a strength. It allows you to reflect deeply, recharge fully, and bring more authentic energy to the relationships that truly matter. Parties aren't for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. Social anxiety is another major reason people hate parties. It's more than just shyness. It's an intense fear of being judged, embarrassed, or humiliated in social situations. At a party, everything feels like a potential trigger. Will they notice my sweaty palms? Did I say something stupid? Am I dressed wrong? This is called the spotlight effect, a cognitive bias where people overestimate how much others are paying attention to them. In reality, most partygoers are too busy worrying about their own appearance, conversations, or drinks to judge you. But for someone with social anxiety, the fear feels real and overwhelming. Symptoms include racing heart, blushing, trembling, mind going blank, or avoiding eye contact. Many people end up hiding in the bathroom, scrolling on their phone, or leaving early just to escape the discomfort. Social anxiety often stems from past experiences, maybe being teased in school, or a humiliating moment at a previous event. The brain then associates large social settings with danger, triggering fight or flight even when there's no real threat. The irony is, parties are supposed to be fun, but for anxious people, they're a performance. You feel pressured to smile, laugh at jokes you don't find funny, and pretend you're enjoying yourself. If you don't, people might think you're weird or stuck up. This creates a vicious cycle of avoidance. Therapy, like CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, helps by challenging these distorted thoughts. Exposure therapy gradually desensitizes people to social situations. But until then, many avoid parties altogether, and that's a valid choice. If you have social anxiety, know that you're not broken. You're just wired to be more sensitive to social cues. And when you do find a safe, small gathering with people who understand you, the connection can be incredibly rewarding.
For highly sensitive people, HSPs, and many introverts, parties are a nightmare because of pure sensory overload. HSPs, a trait identified by Dr. Elaine Aron, process sensory input more deeply than others. This means loud noises, bright lights, strong smells, crowded spaces, and unexpected touches feel amplified, sometimes to the point of pain or panic. At a typical party, music is blasting at 90+ decibels, people are shouting over each other, strobe lights flash, food smells mix with perfume and alcohol, bodies bump into you constantly. For an HSP, this isn't just noisy, it's overwhelming. The nervous system goes into overdrive, releasing stress hormones like cortisol. Many report physical symptoms, headaches, nausea, dizziness, or feeling like their skin is crawling. Alcohol makes it worse. People get louder, more touchy, and unpredictable. A simple hug from a drunk stranger can feel like an invasion. Research shows that about 15 to 20% of the population is highly sensitive. For them, parties aren't social events, they're endurance tests. They might love deep conversations or quiet nights out, but large, chaotic gatherings push them into shutdown mode. Coping strategies include wearing earplugs, choosing venues with lower lights and volume, or setting strict time limits. But society often dismisses this as being dramatic. That's unfair. It's a real neurological difference. If sensory overload is your issue, honor it. Your sensitivity is a gift. It makes you more empathetic, creative, and attuned to beauty, just not in a club at 2 a.m. One of the most exhausting parts of parties is the endless stream of small talk. What do you do? How's work? Nice weather, huh? These surface-level questions feel pointless and fake to many people. Deep thinkers, empaths, and introspective individuals crave meaningful conversations. They want to discuss ideas, emotions, dreams, struggles, not weather or jobs. But parties rarely provide that space. The noise, distractions, and constant interruptions make depth impossible. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's flow theory explains why. Meaningful talks require focus and mutual engagement. At a party, attention is scattered. You're half listening while scanning the room, worrying about what to say next. This mismatch creates frustration. You feel like you're performing a role instead of being yourself. Many leave feeling more lonely in a crowd than they do alone. Studies show that people with high need for cognition, those who enjoy thinking deeply, find superficial interactions draining. They prefer quality over quantity. One deep talk beats 50 shallow ones. Parties reward extroverted, quick-witted people who thrive on banter. If you're not that type, you feel out of place. The pressure to be fun adds guilt. Why can't I just enjoy this? The truth is, you don't have to. Choose environments that match your style. Book clubs, coffee with friends, or online communities. There, conversations flow naturally, and you leave energized instead of depleted. Parties come with invisible rules. You must look like you're having fun. Smile, dance, talk to everyone. If you don't, you're labeled boring, rude, or depressed. This pressure to perform is exhausting. Psychologists call this social desirability bias. We adjust behavior to fit what we think others expect. At parties, the expectation is high energy and constant engagement. If you're naturally low-key, it feels like acting. Many introverts attend parties out of obligation, family events, work functions, friends' birthdays. They go to avoid hurting feelings, but spend the whole time counting down to escape. This creates cognitive dissonance. You're pretending to enjoy something you hate. The brain hates inconsistency, so it generates anxiety or resentment. Research from Psychology Today shows that forced positivity can backfire, leading to emotional exhaustion. The should mindset, I should be dancing, I should be chatting, robs you of authenticity. The solution is set boundaries. Say no without guilt. If you do go, have an exit plan. I'll stay for an hour. Bring a trusted friend as a buffer, or find a quiet spot and observe. Sometimes that's enough. Remember, your value isn't measured by how fun you appear at a party. True connection happens in calm, real moments, not in a crowded room.
Let's make this real with examples everyone recognizes. The friend who always leaves early? Not rude, they're protecting their energy. After 1 hour, they're mentally done. The person hiding in the kitchen or on their phone? Managing overload, not ignoring you. The crowd is too much, they need a breather. The party pooper label? Unfair. They're just wired differently. The family function where you smile through gritted teeth? Obligation over enjoyment. You love your family, but the chaos drains you. The coworker who never joins office parties? Likely introverted or anxious. They contribute more in one-on-one settings. These aren't rare cases. Millions experience this. Online communities like Reddit/Introvert or /social anxiety are full of stories. I hate parties but feel guilty saying no. I fake smiles until my face hurts. One common story, a woman who loved her best friend's wedding but left after 45 minutes because the music and dancing overwhelmed her. She felt bad, but later realized she was happier remembering the ceremony in peace. These examples show it's not personal failure, it's a mismatch between your needs and the environment. Society pushes the more the merrier, but for many, less is more. Recognizing this helps you accept yourself. You're not defective, you're just different, and that's a strength. If you hate parties, you're not broken. Your brain is simply wired differently, and that's okay. Society glorifies big crowds and extroverted fun, but introversion, sensitivity, and depth are valuable traits. You think deeply, listen intently, and form meaningful connections. Those qualities are rare and powerful. Respect your energy. It's not selfish to say no to draining events. It's self-care. You can still show love to friends and family in ways that suit you. Coffee dates, quiet dinners, thoughtful texts. If you do attend a party, set limits. Arrive late, leave early. Bring a friend. Have a safe word for "I'm done." Choose venues with lower stimulation. Therapy, mindfulness, and understanding your traits help a lot. Books like Quiet by Susan Cain or The Highly Sensitive Person by Elaine Aron are game changers. Ultimately, life is too short to force yourself into situations that drain you. Seek environments where you thrive. Small gatherings, nature walks, creative hobbies, deep talks. You're allowed to choose solitude. You're allowed to prefer quality over quantity. You're allowed to be yourself, even if it doesn't look like the party animal stereotype. If this video resonated, drop a comment. Do parties energize you or drain you? Introvert Squad, let's see those strong arms in the comments. Like, subscribe to Easy Mind Psychology, and hit the bell for more Easy Mind breakdowns. Take care of your energy, you deserve it. See you next time.